And thank you for joining the Time Is Always Now podcast. My name is Terence Young. I am your host for the podcast today. I appreciate you joining me. This podcast is dedicated to helping people get past their excuses. Helping people get past saying, I'm going to do it someday or one day, and saying, you know what? I'm going to do something to change my life right now. I'm not going to be waiting for all the circumstances to be right before I move forward. Because you know what? The circumstances are never always right. The circumstances are never perfect. We must move forward now if we want to change our lives for the better. This podcast is about helping people harness the power in the eternal moment of now. That is what is so important. The only time we have is right now. So that's my life mission. That's my duty in life. That's why God put me here, is to encourage, inspire, and motivate others to move forward in their lives right now. So thank you for joining me for the podcast. If you'd like to donate to the cause, by all means, you can do so. Simply go to my website. It's terenceyoungnow.com. You can donate there. I appreciate that. So thank you in advance for allowing me, helping me to continue to do what I do, which is offer these messages up to people so they can be inspired, encouraged, motivated to change their lives for the better. That's what it's all about. So I'm excited this week, and it's funny because I've been talking about enthusiasm all week. So that's what I'm going to share with you guys today, some ideas on enthusiasm and how important it is in our lives. And yeah, it's so important that we infuse our world, our life with enthusiasm. And I used a couple of quotes this week, and I'm going to share some ideas with you in here. Where we can use enthusiasm in our lives, we can use in our personal life, we can use it in our professional life. In all ways, enthusiasm is so important. And I'm going to share a couple of quotes with you and some ideas and stories around that. So, Winston Churchill said that success consists of going from failure to failure without the loss of enthusiasm. Going from failure to failure without the loss of enthusiasm. This is so important. That's why it's so important to bring the enthusiasm to life. If you want to be successful in anything you're doing, it doesn't matter what it is. Remember, I teach about finding your passion. I can't tell you what your passion is, but I can tell you this. You're going to be enthusiastic about it. I'll tell you that. It's going to be something that drives you. It's going to be something that lights that fire up inside of you. And so when you have that kind of enthusiasm, that's where this quote comes in. It's going from failure to failure without the loss of the enthusiasm for doing it. Because see, like for me, I'm a speaker, and I go from one speech to the next, and I'm still wanting to grow and get better and better and better. I never get tired of speaking. I always want to continue to do it because it's the enthusiasm comes through me. You can hear it in my voice. You can see it in my facial expressions because I love doing this. I was put here to do this. My question to you, friends, is this. What is it that no matter what happens, is that it just, you are so enthused by it, driven by it, set on fire by it, that you can't help but keep going. Even when you go through a so-called failure, because we know that there really is no such thing as failure. If you learn from it, you continue to move on, right? Powerful, powerful statement. Going from failure to failure without losing that enthusiasm. If you have your passion, if you know what it is, you won't lose the enthusiasm. There's no way you will lose the enthusiasm because it's already in you. And that is what it's all about. I love this one right here. I just pulled up. Enthusiasm is the electricity of life. Think about that. Electricity is what brightens up a room, right? Right? You flip that light switch on, and that's how you get light, so you can see what's going on. Enthusiasm is the electricity of life. It illuminates life for you. You could be going through life, and without enthusiasm, nothing's really moving you. No, it's not really. It's not really turned on yet until you bring the enthusiasm to it. And I want to touch on this because it's so important. Don't wait for something to happen for you to be enthusiastic. You You see, if you found your passion, which again is such an important thing, that's why I teach it, then you'll be enthusiastic. See, the enthusiasm doesn't come from an outside source. The enthusiasm comes from inside you. It's that eternal flame that's burning inside of you. That's what brings the enthusiasm. That's where it comes from. And then you emanate that out. And the beautiful thing is that this is what happens. That's why this quote is so important. It's the electricity of life. When you are enthusiastic, guess what happens? You attract that same thing back to yourself. And we're talking about the law of attraction, baby. That's what it is. You attract it back to yourself. So people, places, and things are attracted to you because you are emanating that enthusiasm back out. How great is that? How great. It's such a good feeling. I'm sure you can share with me ways that you've experienced this in your life. When you were doing something you were so enthusiastic about, the people started to gravitate towards you. And here's the thing, and you probably experienced the opposite as well. Where you're doing something, but you're really not enthusiastic about it. You're doing it maybe because you have to do it right now, and you're not happy. And you don't attract happiness and joy and those kinds of circumstances and people to you because you're not emanating it out. You're not enthusiastic about what you're doing. You can probably find those areas in your life, those times in your life when this actual thing has happened to you. My friends, I want to share this with you. Find the times where you've been enthusiastic, because that's your passion. That's got to be connected in some way to your passion. Find that and do that more. And what will happen is, we're talking about the law of attraction. You'll start to attract people, places, and things that are enthusiastic about the things that you're enthusiastic about. Oh my God, this is so good. That's what it's all about. Yes. It's the electricity of life. I love that one. I love that one. I have another one here. An enthusiastic heart finds opportunities everywhere. I shared this one earlier in the week. Think about this. Opportunities are always happening. They're always happening. Right? This isn't just about finding love. I'm talking about just finding anything in life. Opportunities are always there. It's whether you see them or not. Whether you're vibrating at the frequency where you can see the opportunity. An enthusiastic person, an enthusiastic heart, sees opportunities everywhere. Right? They see no matter what's happening. This is a great example as we're going through the pandemic, as we're going through the election and the process that we're going through, as we're going through the dealings with racial inequality in our society right now, in our country. An enthusiastic heart sees opportunities anyway, no matter what. How powerful is that? Everywhere, all the time, in every moment of now. When you're enthusiastic, you see the opportunities. And the opposite is also true. If you're not enthusiastic, well, you'll just see what's going on in front of you. You'll see, you won't have the imagination or the vision to see past what your eyes can see. And there's a great quote that I've heard before. It says, sight is what you see with your eyes, but vision is what you see with your mind. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. An enthusiastic heart sees opportunities everywhere, all the time. Use your enthusiasm in your personal life. You'll start to attract enthusiastic people to you. People who are enthusiastic about the same things that you're enthusiastic about. People that are on fire and lit up just like you are for those types of things. What is it for you? I don't know. Is it art? Is it business? Is it basketball? Is it football? Is it soccer? Is it selling homes? I don't know what it is. Is it music? What is it? Whatever you're enthusiastic about, do more of that. That's what the world needs. You use the enthusiasm in your business. I posted a meme earlier about marketing. And marketing is bringing the enthusiasm to your customers so they can feel it too. Oh, yes. Yes. When you're marketing to your customer, you have to get your customer to feel the enthusiasm that you feel for your product or your service. That's so important. Bring that enthusiasm, whether it be on written or on video or whatever you're doing. You have to bring that enthusiasm so your customer can see how enthusiastic you are about what you're doing. Think about this. If you don't appear enthusiastic about what you're doing, why would you expect someone else to? Come on, somebody. It's so true. Marketing is bringing that enthusiasm to the customer so they can feel it too. And right? And when I say that, I say feel it, I mean that. I mean feel it. Because it's not just about it's not just about what it looks like or what you say, it's about the feeling that comes along when you're enthusiastic. It's a transfer of energy. That's what it is. And that's what people want to feel, that energy that you have. And when they feel it, they get enthusiastic like you are about whatever it is you're talking about. And that, my friends, is powerful. Yes, that's so powerful. Bring your enthusiasm to each and every day, to each and every hour, to each and every minute, to each and every moment of now. That is so important. And my friends, some people will say, but I'm not enthusiastic. I'm down. I don't feel well because of the pandemic. You need to find the thing that sets you on fire. You need to find the passion, your purpose. We talked about that last week. Find your purpose, right? Find your purpose. You can't find your purpose, find your passion. It'll lead you to your purpose. Yes. If you find that, you'll have no problem being enthusiastic. I have a course on that, as a matter of fact, that we've talked about before. The 3 keys to finding your passion and living it right now. My friends, if you can't get enthusiastic, that means you are not working in your passion. My drive, my goal, my mission in life is to help people find their passion, because I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like when you found your passion. Speaking is my passion, and I love doing it. I'm enthusiastic just sitting here doing this podcast, and no one's in here but me. But I know someone's going to hear it. I'm going to be able to touch someone today with these words, with this podcast. At some point, someone's going to hear this and get enthusiastic and get pumped up and want to find their passion because of some of the words that I said. That's my prayer. That's my goal. That's my mission. I know I can touch people. I know what it feels like to work in your passion. I want you to feel that too. The first thing you got to do is find that passion so you can get enthusiastic about life. You can get enthusiastic when you wake up in the morning and say, yes, let's go to work, because you're doing something that you want to do. Bring the enthusiasm to every aspect of your life. If you do that, watch how your life changes. It's incredible. And then you'll be able to unequivocally say, I own the now, and I have won. It's TY. I'm going to sign off for now. I appreciate you joining me for this episode of the podcast. Remember, share this with your friends, your family. Let people hear it. I want people to get these messages. The world needs more people that are on fire, that have found their passion and are enthusiastic about life. That's what we need. That will change our world. So be enthusiastic. And matter of fact, while you're being enthusiastic, make sure you get out and vote. If you didn't hear my podcast from last week, go back and hear it, where I talked about how important it is for communication to bring people together in our world. And it's important that you get out and vote. Vote your conscience. I want you to vote for who you feel is the best person to lead us and bring our country together, because we don't need divisiveness. We need togetherness in our country. So go back and listen to that one. Get enthusiastic and go out and vote November 3rd. It's our duty. It's our right. With that, I'm going to sign off. My name is TY. Remember, the time is always